Hey, 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 and hey. Hey, everyone. Hello to all of you. Shondo's around the building. What is going on? Hey, Mr. Pisces, and so forth. Y'all excuse this white stuff on my face. My face has been breaking out. Um, I had a situation recently. I was using some stuff on my face, and those people who know me, I'm actually allergic to tea leaves. It breaks me out. So I was using some stuff and I didn't know that it had tea leaves in it, and just like it just messed me up. So anyway, so I had to let this gray stuff grow in until everything kind of heals up, and yeah, after that I'll shave it off. Hey, Mr. Pisces, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been hiding? What you been hiding? What you been hiding, Mr. Pisces? Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday. We are silly like always. Welcome to Silly Saturday. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, this, ladies and gentlemen, is our premiere video live show of this channel. If there's anything that will give you a true depiction of what this channel is about, it is Silly Saturday. So I thank you all for coming in here, being here with me. Let me say hi to y'all as y'all roll up in the room. Little baby, what's going on, Mr. Pisces? Like I said, Mr. Pisces, you haven't been around a lot. I know you say you've been working, so keep working because we need that money. We need them coins, honey. So, but I'm glad to see you in here, Mr. Pisces. L Love, hey my love, hey boo, hey boo. Rochelle, um, Lastasia, hey girl, Chantel, what's good? Shondo's around the building. Shondo's in the chat. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, my love. Hey, E. Starkey, VR Burns, what Nicole Stevens. Shondo's around. Hello, everybody. So glad that you all are here to see me. So, just coming out of taking the two COVID. Oh, okay. You just got through with your COVID-19. Oh, okay. So I came on. I move right side. See, really be normally a normal person would be upset with that, but since this is the house of debauchery, we're here for all of the white stuff all over our face. Y'all know what the white stuff really could be, right? The white stuff is not what you think. It's this. We never miss an opportunity to involve the sugar in the show. Y'all know sugar has become our own secret inside joke now, just like Shondo is our own secret inside joke. And now sugar is our orange shirt. We have these inside jokes here on the channel that if you were not there, I don't know what to tell you. Um, you know, you just had to be there. Orange shirt, you had to be there. When Shondo first came around, you had to be there. Mm. And now it's all about that sugar. Child. I mean, it's good from coming from you. When the white stuff comes from you, Mr. Pisces, we're here for all of it. Here for all of it. I'm just saying. You got some white stuff to put all over my face, Mr. Pisces. Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, but y'all are all in on the inside jokes. It's that sugar, y'all. That sugar. Hey, Abby. Um. All right. So, but yeah, y'all pray my strength to the Lord. My face is doing a lot. So, so we got a couple topics that we want to talk about. Um, and we're gonna do that. I started off. this morning saying that I had nothing to talk about. I didn't even want to get out of bed. I was laying down. I was enjoying the warmth, the goodness of the bed. Um okay, Abby. And I was enjoying it. It was so good. Mm. And then I was forced to get out of the bed and be here with you all. Not that it was a chore, not that it was a bad thing. I love coming on Saturday mornings and being here with you all. So we're here now. So let's talk about some things. What do I want to discuss first? What do I want to discuss first? Well, let me ask this because I do have topics. Don't get it twisted. I always come with something to talk about. Y'all put in the chat if there's something that you want me to discuss, and I will see if I can, muster up the energy to discuss it. Do the best I can. If there's something that you would like for me to talk about this morning, I will do the best I can. I like to be prepared and researched and, well versed on topics that I want to discuss. So, um, yeah. Anyway, so I see y'all ain't got nothing for me. Erica Mena I didn't see that. I don't know about the Erica Mena story. I did not. I'm not privy to the dragation that happened with Erica Mena. I am at some point going to discuss Legendary. I did watch all three episodes. So I am at some point later in the live going to discuss that. I sent a few links out to some people if they want to come on to discuss with me. I'll prepare you before I get ready to talk about that. So all right. I Let me dip into politics. I'm glad you brought that. Okay, so L Love, I have seen the where's my drink? Y'all finna send me down the rabbit hole early this morning. Y'all already get me started, and I'm here for it. Let's do it, L Love. So the vice president, dear God, what specifically? Wait a minute. What specifically would you like to me to discuss about what the vice president has done in the last week or two? Hold on. I mean, y'all hit me. Y'all gotta be very specific for me. Tell me, my wonderful ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that part. This is not the time, Vice President Kamala Harris, for you to try to, have this coalescing of the different races and try to have this meetings of the minds and be amenable to the other side. You're not on the campaign trail anymore, dear one. And I understand that you, Kamala, may be clamoring for a, bid at the White House yourself. But when she came out just days after Tim Scott had his whole sugar spike all over television, remember Tim Scott had a sugar spike all over, television when he did his Republican response to the president. And then just days after that, she comes out and says that America is not a racist country. That's the type of stuff that gives you pause and makes you go, really, Kamala? Nobody asked. You should have just stayed quiet. Nobody asked you for that. If somebody, when and if someone does ask you about race relations, know how to say what you need to say without having to come out and say that kind of fuck shit and fuckery. Your response should have been something along the lines of, America does have a past, and America does need to work together to get past its past and do things that will make it equitable for all people in this country. This is one nation under God, and we won't be one nation under God until everyone is treated as one and we become an equitable nation and society. You coming out talking about America is not racist does not help America not be racist. The first thing when you go to AA, the first thing about Alcoholics Anonymous is acceptance and you saying, hey, my name is so and so, and I'm an alcoholic. Now, if y'all are Kamala Harris fans, just mute yourself now. Mute yourself now, because y'all done sent me down this rabbit hole, and we're here now. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. Y'all asked me to talk about. Y'all know I haven't talked about that. Y'all noticed that, right? I haven't discussed it. I've tried so hard to avoid it, but y'all wanted it. Like the head. Here you go, and here we go. Now, hold on before my sugar level. Hold on, give me a moment because I don't want my sugar to start spiking. Hold on, give me a moment. Mm. Take a swig of this Gatorade. God, oh dear God. All right, all right. So y'all wanted my viewpoints. Here we go. Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. The Hotep side of me is going to say for a long time, you have been in positions where you have had to remove yourself from the Black experience. When you became Attorney General from the for the great state of California, your whole moniker was, I am the Attorney General and I must abide by the laws that's on the books. That is my duty, that is my job, and that is fine. But what you need to come to grips with and come to the reality of is the fact that many of those laws are in place that have subjected Black people to over policing. What you have to understand is some of those laws that you were elected to uphold and defend were not fair to us. And so you ended up having to, and I understand you were doing your job with fervency and zeal. But please understand that sometimes your role and your job causes you, and I guess that's the wrong word to say come out of your Blackness, but it causes you to directly and sometimes indirectly do things that are counterproductive to the advancement of Black people in these yet to be United States of America. Let me take another swig before I say, because I feel it coming. Now, I will say this. Oh, how do I put this delicately? It is it is dangerous and negligent for you to say that America is not a racist country. That is dangerous. It is negligent, and it rings of ignorance. And I know that Kamala Harris is not an ignorant individual. I know that Kamala Harris is quite intelligent and well learned. But for you to spew that out of your mouth, for you to be the vice president of these yet to be United States of America, and to say that, that gives me pause, ma'am. That makes me angry. And it, ooh, y'all see, I keep having to push stuff down. I keep having to push it down because I'm not going to go down this road where I have to talk about her being married to this white man that's probably influencing her, or that has influence on her level of thinking. The fact that now she has stepchildren that are also white, because white people, anytime their privilege is questioned and their supremacy is questioned, they always cry their white people tears, and they try to make us feel bad, and they try to make us feel like we're the problem and we're the one, but all we're doing is calling out the truth. See, you, Kamala Harris, and some of these other black people in this country that don't acknowledge the fact that there is racism in this country, and don't acknowledge the fact that this country was built on racism, is the reason why you got people that are changing the entirety of the education system and telling teachers and telling school districts not to teach facts and truths. That's why they have a problem with critical race theory, because they got idiot ass black people that sit up here on television, that come on the media and spew trash and garbage and say America is not a racist country. It is a racist country. It was built on racism. It was built on the subjugation of a whole race of people. Now, I don't give a shit, Kamala Harris. Yes, we voted for you. But I'm sure you travel in the circles of people more often than not that don't look like me, Kamala Harris. I'm just gonna put it out there because I know a couple people in the Democratic Party. I know a couple people that's black in the Democratic Party and that's white in the Democratic Party, and they have told me a couple things. See, you are one of those. Yeah, you started off with us. It's a whole lot of them. They start off with us. You can insert names. We've done it on this channel a whole lot. They start off with us because it's always us black people that help you rise to power. You get to a position where you feel like you don't need us anymore and you can't use us anymore. And now you surround yourself with people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. And when you surround yourself in the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, you believe that now you have the mantle of white privilege and the breastplate of white supremacy on you as well. And so then what happens is anytime black people say things or do things that call into question or diminish their white privilege and white supremacy, they go, they cry, they scream, they whine to you because you're their token, and they put on their white people tears, their weapon of choice. And now they have your ignorant ass out here spewing garbage like America's not a racist country. That's what ends up happening. And now you look as stupid and as ignorant as they are, and you are just as responsible for the proliferation of this racism across the fruited plains as they are. And I'm sorry, Kamala, but what you did nothing to help us as a people, as a country, or to do better moving forward. Because if you cannot acknowledge America's first sin, the original sin of this country, if America can never acknowledge its original sin, America will never get past the original sin. That was negligent. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all asked me about it. Oh, I didn't even know I was gonna go down this road, dear God. I'm over here having a whole sugar spike. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, child. Let me see what y'all said in in these comments, y'all, because I done had a whole moment. Kamala done made me have a whole moment. Oh, oh, this is what happens when I ask you all to tell me what to talk about. Y'all have me have over here having entire sugar spikes. God, just whole sugar spikes. I don't even understand it. Let me see what y'all said over here in the comments because I had a moment. Quintessential, you and Mr. Pisces, y'all, rest up because some people say the second shot makes them hey quintessential. Hey nappy child. They say the second shot, is the one that got them. For me, it was the first shot. Child, child. Hey Jason. Jason I came in the room, y'all. Asians got legislation real quick while we are getting exactly. Exactly. Everybody else, I keep telling y'all, this is why from the very beginning, going all the way back to when Biden got elected, I never was of this level of thinking, oh, well, give them time. Oh, they'll get around to it. Oh, it's only been so much time. Because every other group, when they got issues, they shit get addressed right then. The Asians had a situation immediately they got shit done. Our black asses have anything? Oh, it's not time for that yet. Oh, we have more pressing issues. Oh, such and such and such. Oh, fuck you. Y'all know I ain't even do a politics of it all this week. Y'all know my I was itching, like really be sick, was itching to talk about something. And oh, y'all done got me started this morning. Early in the morning. Just saying. I'm sorry, y'all. Since I'm having a whole ass hotel moment, let me just go to the next hotel topic of the day, dear God. Since we having whole ass hotel moments. I ain't gonna make it till 11:30 before I'm done with this damn let me do something to get my sugar levels in. You know how you have to have you have to keep your peppermint or some candy or something to help the diabeticals deal with their sugar levels. Let me put something in my stomach to help. I'm having, so I'll eat a little hostess little cake. It's one of these because I'm fat. It's so good too. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Don't judge me. I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, y'all see, I have been avoiding talking about the Kamala Harris. Saying America isn't a racist country, but y'all brought it out of me this morning. See, I blame y'all. Don't blame me. Blame y'all. To post my A1s. Lastasia, which mayor? You talking about Keisha? Or which mayor you talking about? Keep eating those sugar bombs. Oh God, Mr. Pisces, help me, because I'm over here having whole ass sugar spikes. Oh, Listen, I am not listening to any other minority group in this country tell us as black people anything about what we experience. Y'all can't tell us a goddamn thing about what we have to say, what we experience, and what we should and should not get. Y'all can go somewhere and eat a dick, and I don't give a shit. All of the other minorities that want to tell us, oh, you should get over it. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, you have to pull yourselves up by the bootstrap. Hey, you stupid ass dick fucks. You simple ass fuckers wouldn't even be able to do anything or pull yourselves up by any kind of metaphoric bootstraps had it not been for black people pushing, dying, and doing everything in their power to allow people that were not descended from the Caucasus Mountains to have an opportunity to do anything. You Johnny come latelys came along after we had already died millions and millions and millions and millions of bodies over. You simple ass dick fucks came along after we had done all of the heavy lifting, and then you bring your asses over here, Johnny come lately, talking about, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, this is the place of freedom. Oh, this is the place of opportunity. It ain't always been like that. And it still ain't like that for us in a whole lot of situations. There is embedded things in the fabric of this nation that has kept the black people subjugated, that has kept black people under the duress of white supremacy for so long. And it's not going to just be wiped away in one fell swoop. It doesn't work like that. And what you don't realize is, you stupid ass dick fucks, the reason they want to prop every other minority up and prop up every other um race or ethnicity of people is so that they don't have to, so that they can, make themselves feel good, and they don't have to do anything for our black asses. They want to keep our black asses down here, and they'll make any other minority group feel good, not the blacks, as they like to call us, the blacks. Lord, I need this, y'all. I'm having sugar spikes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh God, why did y'all start me here? Hmm. Why do y'all have me going down this road? Hmm. Y'all see it with that sugar for her. Kamala needed she needed some Skittles or peppermint or something. She needed one of them little candies that the old lady used to have, the little strawberry candies that the little wrapper looked like a strawberry, the little red candies. Y'all know what candies I'm talking about. Meanwhile, a number of them come to this country to escape the very oppression they were under, and they couldn't have even said it better. Little baby. I'm just trying to understand. Make it make sense. Mm, mm. I'm just saying. Nope. I'm not taking the bait from you, Jason. If I start talking about Ron DeSantis, I might go into a whole diabetic coma. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, nope, Jason. Nope. If and when I start to talk about the governor of my great home state of Florida, Ron DeSantis, I might have a whole ass go into a whole ass diabetic coma. Jason, you already know. Let me eat the last of this, as Mr. Pisces said, sugar bomb. Mm, 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 mm. Um, just a mess. Just a mess. Just a whole mess. This country is getting worse. I said this last year sometime. I think it was last summer, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to say it again as we get ready to go into summer again. This country is headed for either two directions. I see it. It's either headed back to the 1800s, full swing back into the day when white supremacy um, ran roughshod all over the country, where white supremacy was supreme, where every other group of people were subjugated, complete full swing Jim Crow. Either that, or we are headed toward what could be another civil war. Do you not see how these things are lining up? And the other side is preparing themselves while one side is arming themselves, preparing themselves, and is here for it, while the other side is sitting around trying to play nice with people who don't play nicely. Like like the other side is not playing fair. They are doing everything they can to stack the deck. They are doing everything they can to break every rule and every law that they can. They have no, listen, they have no desire to do the right thing. They have no desire to make this right and everything. They have no desires. Hey Fayette, hey Boo. Did you miss a lot? Fayette, I had a whole ass meltdown on Kamala Harris, a whole sugar spike. Fayette, I'm sorry. Just mm, Fayette. Fayette, I had a whole meltdown on Kamala, just a whole meltdown on Kamala Harris because the chat asked me how did I feel about Kamala Harris, and here we are now. You got the country rewriting history and leaving out the fact that there was slavery and racism in this country. You have them passing sweeping voter suppression laws all over the country in every states. You have them passing sweeping anti-protest laws all over the country. You have states that are enacting laws that says that elected officials can't do anything to stop or hinder or thwart the police from doing anything, basically absolving any responsibility or any checks and balances to law enforcement. These things are happening. This thing is being set up to be a police state where if you don't think the way they want you to think, you don't have their beliefs that they want you to have, you don't vote or put people in power that they want you to put in power, they are going to take those rights and abilities from you. You are being, listen, you are being stripped of your rights daily. And it's being done under the cloak of darkness. It's being done in such a way that they're not letting you know. And by the time you realize it, it's already into law. And then, God forbid, another elected official tries to go in there and see what's going on and knocks on the door and says, "Hey, what are y'all doing in there? What bill is y'all signing?" And then what happens? You end up like Park Cannon, who ended up getting arrested, an elected official whose job it is to have oversight over the governor's office. And all she wanted to do was go in there and see the governor sign the bill. But because she interrupted them and was knocking on the door, God forbid she knocked on the door to gain access to seeing this bill being signed, she had to go to jail. Hmm. Hmm. Ron DeSantis, since we going down this road now, Ron DeSantis, when he signed this bill, that's already in the court system, has already been put, in litigation. Told the press, you are not welcome here. The press is not allowed to witness this. Only Fox News. I'm telling you, they're doing these things under the cloak of darkness. I'm telling you. The problem is, Fayette, is not whether or not we're fighting hard enough. What happens is you have people on the grassroots and ground level that are out here getting it out there and stuff like that, but they don't have the ears and eyes of the media. So they don't have the mass um uh, they don't have the masses that are seeing and hearing what's going on. And so when you do have people in positions of power and you do have people who have access to media and influence and stuff like that, stupid ass people like that get on television and say America is not a racist nation. That's what we have going on. What is, Jesus. You got people that are so afraid to listen. BR Burns, reparations, they have owed us reparations for centuries. And do I think that we will get reparations in my lifetime? Nope. I would even be, listen, I would even be amicable to if they had their own iteration of reparations or something put in place to say this is to make due for what all black people have gone through. You know what I'm saying? Where let's say they said, okay, every black person, like they have things like this for certain Indian tribes where they get free education, meaning they apply to school within this area or state, and if you are of Native American descent and can prove it, you get free college education, free tuition, room and board. It's there in place. That's their form of repay reparations to, hey, MBN, to the Native Americans in that area. Or different things like, if you are a black person, then you have the right to a not a loan, but a grant for to purchase your own home. Not a loan, but a grant of X amount of dollars that can go toward the purchase of your own home, regardless of your FICA score. I'm just saying. All right, MVN. All right, let's focus. All right, that was my rant. I had a whole tirade, y'all. Speaking of hoteps having tirades, that leads us to our next topic. So, oh dear God, you have a whole ass hotep and a whole ass incel out here having fights with each other. This fight between Dr. Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels seems like some shit I would see on the Boondocks. It seems like some shit I would see on the Boondocks. Like, where is Aaron Magruder when I need him? Shouts out to Aaron Magruder. Like, this really seems like something that is off of an episode of Boondocks. I'm just saying. E. Starkey, E. Starkey, that unfortunate. Actually, I'm gonna tell you what happened. They didn't see Native Americans as human beings either. They saw them as animals as well. But what happened was, because Native Americans were not their slaves and were not making them money, and was not making them money like that, it was easier for them to do right by the Native Americans, which then tried to make them feel good about themselves, or as if they had done the right thing because they're good people as white people. So we're going to give the Native Americans this stuff to make up for the atrocities that we did. All the while, you got a whole group of people that you still are enslaving, that you still are repressing, that you still are oppressing, and we're going to ignore them by doing right by the Native Americans, because we can't do right by all of the people we've wronged. But as long as we do right by one of these people, then we can keep doing wrong by the other people, because that'll make us feel good about ourselves. It's always the deflection. Oh, we're doing good things for these people, deflecting from the fact that you're still oppressing us, that you've never done right by us. And then we got the Tim Scotts of the world and the Kamala Harrises of the world that are saying America is not a racist nation. I'm not doing it. Y'all trying to send me down this road. I'm not doing this. So you got Dr. Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels having fights with each other. Please trust and believe this is not Dr. Michael Eric Dyson combating and going against Dr. Cornel West. This is not W.E.B. Du Bois against Booker T. Washington. Okay, this is not MLK versus Malcolm X. This is none of that. You got a whole ass demented hotep battling and windmilling against an incel. You're right, really be. That's what I just said. The Native Americans were not seen as people either. They were seen as animals. And exactly. They could not, because the Indians were here for the fight. The reason they couldn't enslave the Indians because they were here for the fight. They were like, "Oh, y'all, I'm thinking we just for the oh, we're here for it." The Native Americans said, "We are here. We are part of the Nook as Nook, Nook if you book, Nook if you book." Listen, they're part of the Nook if you buck committee. That's Ebby's people, the Nook if you buck committee, and the Native Americans were not here for it. They fought tooth and nail, whereas some of our own kings and queens in Africa, willingly sold us. But that's a whole nother story. When oh God, I keep trying to take me down this road. I'm trying so hard to get through this stuff, and y'all are. Oh, where's my? Okay, see, I keep something sweet to keep my sugar levels from spiking. No, no, no. Both of them are not hoteps. Dr. Umar Johnson is a hotep. Kevin Samuels is a whole ass incel. What is an incel? These are the people who they say are involuntarily celibate. Okay. These are the people that feel like women owe them the cooch. These are the men out there that think, oh, women just should just give me the cooch. And so, because of their jilted and jaded viewpoints of women, they become involuntarily celibate. They call them incels. I'm living a game of Candy Crush. Jason, did you say I'm living a game of Candy Crush? Ciao. Right, but what I'm saying really be that all goes into part of being the Nook if you buck committee. They were not here to just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna not fight. When and if they came, they knew the places where they had the advantage, competitive advantage, because this was their land. They knew where to go. They knew how to maneuver. They knew how to gain the advantage, which is also one of the reasons why Native Americans were so instrumental in Black people being able to get freedom. They talk a lot about the Underground Railroad, but not a lot is mentioned about how, especially in the South, and especially in states like Florida and Louisiana and a lot of the southern states, it was the Native Americans that hid a lot of slaves in their camps. And and a lot of, and I think I did a live on it, how in Florida, the Seminole Indian tribe were responsible for saving a whole lot of Black people and keeping them from slavery. So that was a part of it too. But they trust and believe Native Americans are part of the Nuck If You Buck Committee. They were here for it. Oh, see what I'm saying? Oh God. You said that one of them doesn't like Cooter. Oh dear God, little baby. Which one doesn't like Cooter, little baby? Please enlighten us. Child, child. Oh, okay. I thought you were disagreeing. Oh, okay. Child, listen. Yeah, we could do a whole, maybe be a really be do that. We could do a whole thing about the Native Americans and how influential. Like I said, the Underground Railroad was great, but the Underground Railroad didn't free nearly nowhere near as many Black people as the Native Americans did by hiding and incorporating Black people into their tribes, which is why you have so much of the Black diaspora here in America that has Indian blood in it, because they were responsible for saving thousands upon thousands and upon thousands. And I don't even know the rough estimates, but I the things that I have, in my studying, research, and schooling and learning, the the Native Americans were responsible for exponentially more Blacks being freed than the Underground Railroad was. Hey, Lamone, what's going on? Um, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And that's a story that isn't told enough. You're very right, little baby. And when you learn Florida, when you learn real Florida history and not the made up Florida history, you learn about the Seminole Indians and the Andrew Jackson and the fact that they came guns a blazing to the Seminole Indian tribes and said, "Y'all gonna give us those slaves that y'all got in there." And the Seminole Indian tribe said, "I know the fuck you lying." You know what I'm saying? And all of those things. There was a big thing. I going to Florida State, um there was a big thing where even the Seminole Indian tribe came on campus, and there was a whole expose done on campus where I'm sorry y'all, I got distracted looking at Lamone's avatar. I'm sorry y'all. He just told us he's at the gym working on those guns, doing curls, working on them guns that y'all see in the avatar, and I got distracted. Excuse me. But but no, back to what I was saying. Um, damn, I just got distracted again. Um, the uh, the fact that the Seminole Indians were here for the fight. They were not going to. Oh, I was talking about Florida State. There we go. And the fact that the Chief Osceola that comes out there on the horse Renegade and does the whole, throwing the spear into the ground at the beginning of the Florida State game. There was a whole thing. The Black Student Union got involved with it, and the Native American Student Union got involved with it as well. Where we had a problem with the fact that they always got some white boy and painted his face to look darker and put all of this makeup on him and put all of this stuff on him, to go out there and be Chief Osceola. and it was written in the rules in order to audition that you had to be white. And you had to be there. It was you have to be a certain height. Like there's rules about how you can audition to be that person. You have to be of certain height. You have to be of a certain body stature and so forth and so on. But it says in there you have to be white. It said that in there. Sure did, and they had to change it. Hmm. Sure did. We changed. We got that changed. I remember that. We were protesting and all. Now, if college students protest, they could go to jail and have felonies and never be able to vote. Y'all don't see it coming, but it's listen. I ain't gonna see y'all. I ain't gonna say y'all ain't see it coming. Y'all don't know it's already here. We just what was that last week? We just looked at these states that are passing laws that say that elected officials cannot say anything to the police, can't stop police. And matter of fact, if the elected official does, they can be put in jail. Elected officials, meaning the mayor, meaning the governor, can't do anything and say anything to the police. It's happening. It's happening. Anyway, we were talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, excuse me, and Kevin Samuels and how they're over here having whole ass pissing contests about who's more wrong than the other one. Like watching Dr. Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels fight it out is, oh, I almost said something so insensitive. Oh, but just I don't even understand how do they get on people's airwaves? Like, who's listening to these two? Like, who really goes to Dr. Umar Johnson and or Kevin Samuels for anything? Like, if you are at the point where those are the people you go to for enlightenment, for edification, or for anything besides to, chuck reads at or drag them for everything they're worth, then the problem is you. But it's not it's both of them. It's Kevin Samuels and it's Umar Johnson. Both of them are at extreme levels of fuck shit and fuck boys. That is extreme level fuck boy shit right there. The the fuckboyness of the two of these individuals is at an all. I'm trying to see who outranks them in terms of being a fuckboy. Boosie Badass, maybe? I mean, they're all at stratospheric levels. And anytime you see names like Boosie Badass, Kevin Samuels, Umar Johnson trending, it is time to steer clear of this. Like, what paradox are we living in where these are the people that you go to for anything? Like, I mean, I don't understand. I do not understand. Oh, boy, I don't. And then they had this whole thing where they really started to get into it this week. I think it was either yesterday or Thursday, going back and forth on Twitter and Instagram, making videos back and forth to each other. Girl, I expect for the next thing that I'm going to see is them having whole as back and forth beefs here on YouTube, and we ingratiating them into the beef sector. I can see. Listen, Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar Johnson would come to the beef sector and run. Listen, they would be the kings. They would fit right in, and the people would have 2,500 people in their chats every day. I promise you. That's the level of thinking that the people in the beef sector, you know, fall in line with. That's what they like. I could see that because this is what they got going on. They got a whole ass beef sector, beef gore on Twitter and on Instagram. Just fuckery just being thrown all about. Right. It's for a coin. Because you know Umar Johnson is gonna do anything for a coin. Anything for a coin. He's here for it. So I'm trying to think who in the beef sector would be right now, who we could see that would be. You know, our beef sector, Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels would be like Umar Johnson would be like Jay Wilson, and Kevin Samuels would be like Sean Bradley. Like this is the level of stuff we got going on here. Okay. Because you know Umar Johnson is here for a coin. Kevin Samuels is here for dragging people and just talking about people in nefarious ways. Okay. So that's why I said, and y'all know Jay Wilson is here for a coin. Y'all know Sean Bradley is here to just be dragging people and talk about people as much as he can. That's why I say that's what you got going on. But it will be at an all-time exponential level. And the people will be here for, they have 3,000, 4,000 in the chat every day. Every day. Don't get me started on Umar Johnson and his school. Where's the school? Where is the school? The people want to know. Where is the school? Where's the school? Where's the school? You don't want to know them. You do not want to know them. Jason. Well, maybe Jay Wilson is my friend. I'm not gonna say that about Jay Wilson. That's my friend. So you could know Jay Wilson, but Sean Bradley, you don't want no parts of him. Don't even go look up his name. Please don't let him get into your algorithm. Do not go do a YouTube search for Sean Bradley. Don't let him even enter your algorithm. Where is the school? Y'all know how I used to say, "Where is Kevin? Where is Kevin? Where is the school?" Umar Johnson. Where is the school? Where is the school? Oh dear God. Here we go. Cha. Where's the school, y'all? Where is the school? I'm going to continue to ask. Where's the school? Am I asking too much? Am I asking too much? Asking for all? I'm just saying. Hmm. So if y'all want a laugh for the week, and um, I will find Kevin from Greenleaf before I find his school, probably. So if you need another laugh for the week, and Umar Johnson versus Kevin Samuels doesn't do it for you. So this video that I saw earlier this week that has gone viral and upsets my spirit is hey Meg Har, LeBron and the not so known black man opened their own school. Right. Even Jalen Rose opened up a school. I'm just saying we need to volunteer for labor. And then, you know what? So I'm sure by now y'all have seen this asinine ass video of this song that's been going around on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram that has upset. I want to see if y'all can figure out this song that's been going viral on social media the last week or so. I saw it, I think, Tuesday. And when I saw it, I immediately vomited in my mouth. Anybody have a guess on which song this is that I've seen this week that has gone viral, that has made me roll out? Depends, because every time I hear it, I just involuntarily release my bowels. I just evacuate my bowels involuntarily every time I hear this song. It's not Walk. Walk been out for way too long. Oh no. This song is called, I want to play it, but I feel like if I play it, because the song is so horrible, it will get my channel a copyright strike or something like that. So I'm not gonna even try to play it. Y'all know how my every time I need something to happen on my computer, it never does. No, it's from some no name man. It's called Niggas Can Be Gay Too. Have y'all seen that mess? I saw it earlier this week and I was like, this can't be real. And then I started to see it more and more on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And I just kept evoking, it kept making me evacuate my bowels. Like, y'all can't keep playing this song and making me evacuate my bowels like this. First of all, can I just talk about the whole premise of a song titled Niggas Can Be Gay Too? When did they stop being able to be? When were they not able to be gay? Like, is it the mediocre vocals, the mediocre fashion, that little pink suit or whatever the fuck he had on with the no shirt underneath, grinding and shit? I was like, what in the whole what in the world? We here down at the Rainbow Coalition compound vehemently reject this song. Can I tell you that? Okay, we here down to y'all see Dappy Child is on it. We here down to the Rainbow Coalition compound vehemently reject said song. Do you hear me? I'm like, why do I want to? Why am I listening to a song where? Because if I remember one part, I remember him like putting his hands up toward the cat. I thought he had tattoos on the palm of his hands. Who puts tattoos on the palms of their hands? Maybe it was just paint or something, but it looked like he had tattooed the palms of his hands. Who the fuck is tattooing the palms of their hands? Where they do that at? Oh dear God. Here's what happened. They went down to some, listen, y'all about to hear, listen, let me apologize now, okay? I'm about to give you a small inside bird's eye view. Just crack the door a little bit so y'all can peek through the crack and see us down here to the Rainbow Coalition compounds when we sit in our own little gay circles and discuss fuck shit and fuckery that the community does. Okay? So let me like let me tell you. So we would sit around and say, let me tell you where they found these girls at. They went down to the punk bar. Okay, that's what we call it. Listen, y'all call it the gay club if you have a certain age. you know it's the punk bar. When you hear the girls say, "Girl, I'm going to the bar," they going to the gay club. The punk bar. That's the bar. The club. The punk bar. We call it the punk bar. Y'all call it the gay club. It's the punk bar. The bar. Anyway, they went down here to the bar. Okay. And found these girls probably down in Atlanta, dear God, over here fighting and carrying on sans masks during the middle of a goddamn pandemic. They looked and they went to the bathroom and knocked on one of the doors. See the orange shirt videos to where one of the girls was doing all types of seedy and nefarious things to another one of the girls in the middle of the bathroom and say, "Hey y'all, here's some money." The girls said, "Oh, you want us to make an OnlyFans video?" They said, "No, girl, we ain't doing no OnlyFans video. Girl, you just got your bust down in the middle of this bathroom. Girl, the OnlyFans would have you already, got the bus down there, so ain't no point in making an OnlyFans no more." They said, "No, we're gonna get you to make a video." All right, girl, you know I'm gonna be famous anyway, girl. You know I'm gonna be on television anyway. So if you're gonna make me famous and put me on television, I'm here for it. The girl said, "Okay, here's a couple coins, here's a couple pop secret popcorn coupons. Going on down there to Goodwill to see what you can find down there in the bottom of the barrel down to the Goodwill. Going down there to the Salvation Army, you can find you a nice piece of outfit down there in the bottom of the barrel. Probably. Come on over here tomorrow. We're gonna go down the street, down the block, take out our little iPhone 7 and make us a good music video. Make sure you don't got on no clothing. Bring all your ignorant ass friends down here from the punk bar. And girl, y'all gonna do it up big." And that's what they did. Hey Angela. Like this is the worst of the worst of the Rainbow Coalition. Y'all know these people get paid in pop secret popcorn coupons, just like they do on Love and Hip Hop. Listen, mind you, when I went to research the guy, this is not his only song. He has other songs, which is scary. He is out here making music that, listen, once again, the song says niggas can be gay too. So next, your next song is going to say fire can be hot too. Water can be wet too. That's the next song? Because I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm on my phone, really be. I mean, if you want to come on, really be, I sent you the link. I think Abby got the link too. It's me, you got the link too. Niggas can be gay too. That's where we're going. I really want to play this song for y'all so y'all can hear the fuckery of this. I really want to break it down. But I am not, because I don't want to copyright strike. All of those things. Nope. 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 I don't know. You tell me, Jason, what are we gonna call the album? What is the album gonna be called? What is the album gonna be called? Gay Men Suck Dick. The gay men suck dick too? Really? Jason, because it'll be just my luck. I'm gonna come on, but text me when you get to. I have to step away for about 15 minutes. I'm about to start talking about legendary in about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to say by 12:15, really be, I will be talking about legendary, because I'm not gonna have that much longer after 12:15. So I will be talking about legendary at 12:15. Now I should be talking about legendary. You know what? They won't give me a copyright strike. They'll give me a copyright claim because I'll play this song. Okay. So just for y'all, which means that this this video is not gonna be monetized now, but it don't matter. I'll take the hit. I love y'all. Okay. Because I love y'all, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and say damn monetization. It is what it is. Damn monetization. Y'all know I love y'all to death. And so I will do it for y'all. Okay. So um we're gonna play. Hey, Bernadette Speaks. Listen, this the playing of this song, let me state this unequivocally. Google moderators, the people down to the Googles. Let me say unequivocally that the playing of this song is simply for educational purposes and for commentary. I would like to edify and educate my subscribers on the lyrics of this song and break it down for educational purposes. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, Lord. Oh. I don't even know. I don't even have hold on, y'all. I don't even have a timestamp. That's part of it right there. I mean, you really have to see it. It's just real trash. I'm trying to fast forward to um yes, the Fair Use Act of 1976. Copyright Act of 1976. All right, wait. There's no shame in who you wanna be. You'll be with it, you fantasy, but turn it into reality. You worry about your family. Yeah, that's part of it right there. And I'm trying to get to the part where you can hear the hook so you can hear the travesty of this song. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. That is what we got going on. Next single will be Fire Can Be Hot Too. The next single is going to be Water Can Be Wet Too. And I knew that once I started to talk about this, Abby would come up. And here is Abby to talk about the fact that niggas can be gay too. Abby, did you know that? Did you know?
I mean, is this new information? Like I thought we'd already established. Okay.
But no, little baby, the vocals do it no justice. You have to get a load of the aesthetic of this dude. Like he has dermals, he has the face tats. Because when you're making a song called "Niggas Can Be Gay Too," as if this is breaking news, as this is some new discovery or phenomenon, why wouldn't you expect to have
Why
him
is
with
that the
face
title
tats
of the
and
song, though?
palm tats? Tattoos on your palms. And then you got to get a load of the entourage that's dancing around him. I told you, when you see the entourage dancing around him, it's the girls from down here to Atlanta, sans masks, catching all variants of the COVIDs and stuff down here to the bar, the punk bar. I just can't.
So riddle me this, Batman. It don't make no damn sense. So we supposed to be shocked and or surprised that niggas. Is the song literally called "Niggas Can Be Gay Too"?
Yes, that is the name of the song. Dappy Child posted the link to the YouTube video.
I refuse.
dear God. It premiered on May 2nd.
Let me go now.
I saw it like Tuesday or something like that. I think it was like Tuesday. Child. Strain, exchange, and we got various. Yes, Jason. Listen, we here down to the Rainbow Coalition compound. We vehemently reject
What the
that.
fuck is this? And it's got 8,000 views.
Already. Oh, listen. It that's because people aren't going to the YouTube. I didn't even know it was on YouTube. I saw it on Facebook and I seen it on Twitter and I saw it on my Instagram. So, and when I saw it on the Facebook page that I saw it on, the video had like almost 100,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Monk Chip. So if you did not know, it is breaking news. Niggas can be gay too.
It's breaking news where? To who?
I don't know, but he's here to inform you. If you did not know, niggas can be gay too. I'm just saying.
I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, having you all here, I wish I could show the video. It would be well. But I will take the copyright strike. I will take the demonetization of the video just so that y'all could hear the fuck shit and fuckery that I was talking about. Just a mess, just a damn mess. A
No,
damn mess. And I'm here
nope.
for it.
When the nigga showed up with the tattoo face and the pink do-rag on, I checked out. Nope. That's as far as I got.
Wait,
I'm
and then he
11
got on
seconds in.
the pink suit with it, the whole pink suit
So
with
I'm out.
no shirt on and everything. But no, you got to get, because I told you at one point he holds his hand. Hey, Monk Chip. Hey, boo. He holds his hand up to the camera and you can see his hand is tatted. His tattoos on the palm of his hand. Not on this side, on this side. Hey, M. Bernadette Speaks. Shouts out to M. Bernadette Speaks. I was over there in her bushes and then fell out the bushes after I had been watching her. I follow her. She's a wonderful YouTuber. M. Bernadette Speaks. M. Bernadette. Now, when we have our meeting down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound, and you come over there from the L wing, and we come to our conference meeting in the middle, we're going to have to discuss the fact that we down here at the Rainbow Coalition compounds vehemently reject songs titled Niggas Can Be Gay Too.
I just
Oh man, y'all go over there, y'all love on M. Bernadette Speaks. She is a wonderful, she is, I will say this about M. Bernadette. She is a conscious thinker. She is someone who is a woman who is well learned, well traveled, and well spoken. So she is definitely somebody, when you watch her, she's level headed in her thinking. So I be in the bushes over there all the time, just listening.
Listen, Alphabet Mafia, y'all gonna have to take the L for this.
And we are. We gonna have to take an L for this.
Y'all gonna have to take the L for this one.
He got the girls down here from the compound over here and said, "Listen, I got some Pop Secret popcorn coupons over here."
But it's a cheetah print on the inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a tattoo on the inside of his palm.
I cannot. I'm not doing this. I'm not.
Inverted Lil Baby, post the not Lil Baby or Nappy Child, post the link again to the video. Inverted that there's a song that has been going viral on social media. The title of the song is Niggas Can Be Gay Too. And we just played just a little snippet of it.
But I've been hearing that nigga gay for years, so I don't understand why this is a revelation.
What? Like, listen, nobody says it like Riley does on the Boondocks. Riley be like, that nigga gay.
Exactly.
And listen, I can listen, and I'm not one of those people who's so hotep and who's so, you know, pro whatever that I can't take a good joke because people have told me that I shouldn't be okay with shows like the Bulldogs or shows like that you know have those things where you got Riley say that nigga gay and stuff. They had the whole what was the guy name? Was it Thug Magnificent? No, Thug Magnificent was the one.
Magnificent.
No, it wasn't. It was the other one. Um, that was ended up being gay. Was it Thug Magnificent?
I thought it was.
It was. It wasn't the one that had the ponytail. The one with the ponytails wasn't the one that was gay. It was the one that used to wear the hat or whatever. Gangstalicious. That's who it was. It was Gangstalicious. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't Thug Magnificent.
No, it's
It was
me.
Thug Magnificent was the one with the ponytails. He was a gay. It was Gangstalicious. That was the game. Well, thank you, It's Me D. It's Me D, you have the link.
Child, when Riley came around that corner with that purse on and his pants, oh,
Listen, the book, because you gotta at some point you gotta understand good comedy and good satire. It was funny to me. I used to be over there. You knew it was so wrong, but it's a certain part of comedy is supposed to go against the grain and supposed to be able to do and say some things that you normally should not do and say. And so you should be so bent out of shape that we over here at a fucking stand up and now you getting all of your feelings talking about this is racist and now you going to our hotel. Child. Can I tell you that Most Def is one of my favorite rappers of all time? Love me some Most Def. Favorite.
and he's a good actor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have been secretly that's been my baby daddy in my head since I think I was a teenager, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, one of his orange child. I'm not doing. Or remember, the Boondocks was such a great show. The episode where the white guy was teaching Riley how to paint, and the white guy was supposed to be like Bob Ross, but didn't look like Bob Ross, but had the Bob Ross
He kind
voice
of sounded
and the
like Bob
Bob Ross
Ross.
swagger about him and
Shit.
everything. But he was a whole gangster and thug.
Okay.
Oh man, child. I
His
remember
granddad opened that restaurant that was killing
what's the
people.
show that went viral? The kids show that Most Def was on. Oh, I almost called it because my little nieces and nephews used to watch it. Oh, it's a kids show for little kids, and Most Def was on there. Um, oh God, they dress in costumes and stuff. Yo Jabba Jabba, Yo Jabba Jabba. That's what it is. Isn't that the show?
Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yo Gabba Gabba. There we go. I know it's one of them, but he was on there and was great on there. Did y'all used to read the comic strip? Oh, I read the comic strip when it was in the newspapers back in the day. I did.
Yes.
I did read the comic strip
I
when it
used
was
to
back.
read all of the comics. That's the only reason why I would get the newspaper. Is for
I
the
got the
comics.
newspaper for the sports section and for the comics. Now, if you go way back, if you hadn't bought the TV guide, now let me school some of the young people in the room. Young people, come over here. You had two options back in the day to know what was coming on television. You either one bought the weekly TV guide that you would buy at the supermarket, and it used to come out every week. Or if you bought the newspaper on Sunday, they would have the weekly TV guide in the Sunday paper, and that would last you until the next Sunday. And that's the only way you knew what was coming on television. Let's be clear. Wasn't no guide. Either that or every day there was a page in the newspaper devoted to what was going to come on television. So it had a TV guide on
The
in the
entertainment
newspaper as
section.
well. So that was one of the ways that that was that's old school. That's going back. You got to be of a certain age to remember those days.
Mhm.
So But I remember I would watch I would read the sports. I read sports religiously every day. That was some of the best writing, and the best writing in the newspaper was in the sports section. I would read the comics religiously. Sometimes I would read Dear Abby and Landers because the
Listen,
stories were so funny to me and so retarded. Like I would just laugh at these people
sometimes
that would write these.
dear Abby and Landers, they was like, you be like, what?
Right, the stuff that used to come out in Dear Abby and
Yeah,
Landers,
they
I used
used
to
to
be
be
like,
some tea in them
what?
letters, and it was like my husband slept with my sister, and now
Like,
I
and
don't.
you are telling people this,
You telling no business?
girl. Oh man. And so, but I used to Family Circus was my shit. Um, I fell in love with Boondocks only because I met Aaron Magruder way early on, like when I was in college, and he was like a couple of years older than me, like maybe 2 years older than me. And he and I met him through a friend of mine that went to University of Maryland with him. And stuff. Like he was at University of Maryland around the time that Juan Dixon was, because me and Juan Dixon are the same age, was there. Robin from Real Housewives of Potomac was there. All of them were at University of Maryland College Park at the same time.
Okay.
And I remember him saying he was in the local paper there. He was in the school paper and he was in the local paper. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be all over the country with my comic. And one day I'm gonna have me a cartoon. And I told him he was stupid. And now look at him now. Because I'm stupid. And, I don't know if I ever read that.
What's
The
out?
Far Side was good. I love Non Sequitur too. Calvin and Hobbes was good. Yeah, the comic section was had some good. I even used to get into Marmaduke,
Right.
and so I just loved the
Clifford
comic.
the
It
Big
was
Red
really good.
Dog. All of that.
I remember because and when I was in high school, and most high schools at the time, when you used to have to take home your textbooks, you used to always have to have a book cover. You needed a book cover to cover and protect your books. And
And I
so
use
I always
newspaper.
use the comic section to as my book cover for my books. Kids don't know what book covers are, but back in the day, when you took home your
Listen.
textbook and you had to bring it
When
every
I
day,
tell
you
you,
had
you
to
used
have
to
a
wrap
book
your
cover.
book up like a Christmas gift.
They used to give book covers. Actually, the school used to give out book covers so that you could use them, like, with different, themes or advertising and stuff like that. God, that just
Was
took
it?
me
It's
back.
Me D. First of all, Over the Hedge is one of my most favorite cartoons. Listen, you can't tell me nothing about listen, but I like the cookie. I watched that cart like I feel like now I'm gonna watch it again today because I love it so much. That is one of my
Yep.
favorite
The daily
cartoons.
one was in black and white, and the Sunday one was always in color. The Sunday paper was the big paper, had all the sales paper. Listen, my grandma would
First
be
of
like, "Go
all,
get my Sunday paper. I need my sales."
because
And
I
you know
gotta
how
cut
you
out
used to
all the
go in the
coupons
newspaper
for my
thing? You
mama.
would always take two or three. You put your little quarters in to open the newspaper, and you never took just one. You always opened that little thing and took two or three of them hoes and kept it moving. Kept it moving. Sure did. Sure did. Speaking of old school and writing, I did want to talk about the fact that Invisible Life is coming to HBO. I think is such a huge thing. Not just that it's coming to television, but the fact that it's coming to HBO, which means that it will have money behind it. They will be allowed to explore the fullness of the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy Edmonds and her camp is involved
Oh
with
Lord,
it,
make sure
and
the people gonna
along
get their
with, I
money.
can't think of
Oh, see,
the
that's
man's
okay.
name.
That's what I was going to ask you who's doing that. Okay, so it's Tracy Edmonds. Okay,
Hmm.
because that makes a
Her
difference too.
camp is involved with it. Before Elon Harris died, I remember there was a big thing. He sold the rights to his entire collection to this guy and his company, and I can't remember. And he didn't know. Well, at least he didn't let out. Some people believe that he knew he was sick and was close to dying, but nobody
I
knew.
think
Like
he knew
he
he was
wasn't,
sick too.
huh?
I think he knew he was sick too.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so because it came really out of the blue, but right before that happened, I remember he sold the rights to his entire collection to this company, and so that company is involved with it. I mean, it wasn't like some fly by night company. I can't remember the guy's name because in literary and publishing circles, his name is out there, but and always has been. But I can't think of it right now. Um,
I
but
think I think
they're
like that
involved.
quick.
But Tracy Edmonds is on it as well. Yes, ma'am.
I apologize for interrupting you. I just wanted to say before I forgot. Hey, Bernadette Speaks, boo. I enjoy your channel. I just want to let you know that because I didn't
Yeah,
want
I was just saying that
my
earlier that
my brain
Bernadette speaks.
be left.
That M Bernadette speaks. I always am in the bushes over there, and she's a measured thinker, unlike some people in the YouTube streets.
Oh, you know what? Bernadette Speaks. You know what? I need to reach you. Is your email on your in your description box on your videos or on your channel? I need to reach out to you. I might see if you can do something for me.
That means now I gotta do the trifecta. I gotta go and hang out at Miss Bernadette house. I don't know what you be talking about, but I'll go and see. That
Well,
participate.
you know what? She mixes it up. She mixes it up. But Miss M Bernadette Speaks has she has a very interesting story in reference to
Being
how she
married
lived her
and
life. She
coming
was
out of the
married and then
church,
turned.
and
And
now she has a wife.
once her children got grown, she
She was like, I'm
she
done with
tapped
this.
into her inner self,
Right.
honey. And she done divorced her husband and got her a wife, honey. I know that's right.
Okay. Well, I am
Hey,
subscribed to
Bab.
Miss Bernadette. Hold on, let me put the thing to all because
That's why I was saying
Hey everybody,
earlier.
I didn't mean to not speak to everybody, but I didn't want to forget because I wanted
That's
to
why I
say
said
that.
earlier when she comes over from the L wing of the Rainbow Coalition compounds to our
oh,
conference,
she a part of the Alphabet Mafia.
yes,
Okay then. All right.
So yeah,
very beautiful. Wife, her wife. I've seen her wife, and yeah, they are a cute couple, honey. They are a cute couple, honey.
and she's also and correct me if I'm wrong, Bernadette Speaks. You also work in the field of mental health, I think. Not so much, maybe not mental health, but like social work. Or I don't want to dox you. I mean, I think you're in that field. You speak on it. If I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. But I believe you work in that area, that field. So,
But yeah, she's one of us church people too, Abby. So you might enjoy that too.
Child, I would have a wife too if I didn't like dick so much.
Okay.
the fuck?
I always say I'm a straight man with a dick fetish. Don't judge me.
Oh
Listen,
Lord, I'm not ready.
I'm just saying. Listen, if I didn't like dick so, let me.
So
Okay, I thought
back to
about
what
it.
I was saying though. I'm so
Hey,
looking forward. I'm so looking forward to
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
and they're gonna do all three of the trilogy. Invisible Life, Just As I Am, and Abide With Me.
Oh, so here
Yeah,
for
so it's gonna be all three of the trilogy. Now, some people I came into it because Invisible Life was already out years when I fell upon it. But I started with Invisible Life. Now, my best friend started with Just As I Am.
I started with Just
went
As I
back
Am
and
too.
read Invisible Life. I started with Invisible Life, and then I was just lucky because both of them were out
I'm starving.
when I found Invisible Life. So I found Invisible Life. And then,
Oh, excuse me. I think I told you that I found it by accident. I was at the library, you know that building with all those books in it that people seem to forget exist.
back in the 90s, we went there. That was a hangout spot back in the day.
And I was at the library just when I was in college, and I was looking for something to read. And I was in I want to say it was probably Black History Month, because you know how they put all the Black books together during February. And I feel like I was in the Black History Month section. And I found Just As I Am, and I read the back cover. And if you remember correctly, El Teddy, maybe not so much now, but in the beginning, when Just As I Am was first published, it was not very specific. You had to read between lines.
Right. The
So
good
I
thing
did.
about
I thought it was a regular old romance novel. And I got it back to my good old dorm room, and I got to reading.
and you started reading. And the thing about it is, really, B, by the time you got to Just As I Am, he was living his full truth. He was like,
Right.
listen,
So,
this is.
but when you read the
and when
first couple of, right, but you had to get into like, I don't know how deep, it wasn't that deep though, but you know how you had to read the first, like, maybe first few pages. And look, I was reading and I went, and I had to go back to the beginning, like, wait a minute, I missed something. Hold on. No, no, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then then I realized that there was a book before, and I said, okay, let me go get the first book. Before.
And so what happened is the first novel, he was in college and was struggling and stuff like that. By the time he got to Just As I Am, he had to come into his truth. And then
so I had to go back and read Invisible Life first. And then it made sense, of course, Invisible Life. But like I said, I just picked up Just As I Am. I ain't know nothing about Invisible Life. Anyway, I'm sorry. That went way left.
I feel like I read Just As I Am. I don't know. It's been. I know I'm old and I have a bad memory. And since I've read that book, I have read literally thousands of other books, so I can't even remember. I haven't had to go back and read.
But it definitely is. I'm so excited to see.
I'm gonna refresh before I watch it
because and what I probably would do before it comes back, I'll probably go back and reread.
I'm definitely gonna reread them. I'm definitely gonna reread them.
Just to refresh myself on Elin Harris, and that was the first book I remember where I read it in like a night. It was like 1 or 2 nights. Even my old favorites, Beverly Cleary and Ramona Quick, those were some of my favorites back in the day. It would always take me a couple days to get through. Baby, I got that book, open it up, and I remember being up all night. I remember being under my covers, and I had a little flashlight, and I stayed up all night with my little flashlight underneath the covers because I wanted to wake up my brothers and stuff in the room, and I was just reading like, oh my God, this shit is so good. I remember it was so good. But so that is great news about that coming out. Also, B-Boy Blues is also being turned into a movie.
You know what? I've never read B-Boy Blues. I have that's a book. I've seen it. I've seen it forever, but I've never picked it up. That's a Rainbow Coalition book?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
And it was the first time you saw the guys like it was James Earl Hardy was all about. He was from New York and he was all about the hood thug dudes.
Yeah, I always thought it was just an urban.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't know it was dealing with the LGBTQ.
Yeah, and listen, Elin Harris, when he writes like a sex scene, he doesn't get too far into it's still literature and nice.
Good morning.
James Earl Hardy, when he writes a sex scene,
everybody eating their breakfast.
It is explicit. It is like porn. It's like you reading Hustler or Penthouse.
Oh, for real? I'm gonna have to go back and check it out then.
Yeah, it gets real like explicit.
Okay.
Hey, Volvo, I ain't see you sneak up in here.
How you? Volvo. What's up, nephew?
Hi. How y'all
doing?
It's
BD.
What you eating? Eating some oatmeal and yogurt or something?
Listen, Tanya said B-Boy Blues was her favorite.
You asked me right as I put like
second time around.
I'm eating yogurt and
granola.
No, honey, walnuts with honey glazed walnuts.
Oh, that's so healthy.
It's really good. I'm trying.
I just ate me some scrambled eggs. Honey.
Oh, no. I had some McAllister's. I had a club sandwich and some potato salad, and now I'm eating some chips.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, but the B-Boy Blues, is it a trilogy? I think it's a trilogy because it was B-Boy Blues second time around.
Check it out.
And then there was another one after that. But I know B-Boy Blues second time around. I can't think of the third one.
We need to, you know what else, Eddie? I think you should do like a mini book club for.
I do. Oh, Jason, it's coming. I started the video, but then I stopped taping it because I was late for a Zoom meeting. But I do have a video coming for you, Jason. I was going to do a lot, but then I just
thank
said
you, watermelon sugar.
For Great Boy.
Why y'all be
Because
gassing
Great
me up?
Boy, Jason is waiting for me to
Continue.
do Great Boy.
I gotta
And I
read
owe
Great
that to
Boy.
Jason.
Listen. It's gonna happen. Some of these books are just gonna be on my Kindle when I go for my birthday trip. Child.
So, but yeah, that is good news. So I guess since the people are here, we should talk about Legendary. And I saw all three.
I only seen one.
Yeah. So you know what? To me, let me say this. And this
I've seen the first
only,
2 episodes. I haven't seen the third one yet.
Oh.
This is my only critique of Legendary.
No, it's
The
not.
judges.
Now, first of all, don't start this with a lie. This is not gonna be your only critique.
It's the judges, because some of the judges don't know Vogue and Ballroom. Why Deshaun is a host and not a judge is beyond my entire level of
But
comprehension.
I love him as the judge, as the
I love
host.
him as a host too.
I love him as the host.
I've always said Deshaun, to me, people talk about Naomi as being iconic, but for me, most of the Vogue
They
that
both
people
are
see
very much.
is Deshaun and his brand of Vogue, to me, more so than, because Naomi gives me more the femme Vogue, the femme girls. Deshaun gives me more of the real quintessential classic Vogue in its true essence. And the stuff that back in the day
Like
that he
Leaving,
used to do, I used to be like, what the fuck is this shit?
Listen, did you see when he got at the end of the first episode when they was at a tie? He was like, either y'all make a decision or I'm going
Or I will make a decision.
yeah.
I saw that.
I said, okay, well,
Right.
y'all better come to a conclusion.
Right.
So can I just say, episode 1 was the A squads and episode 2 was the B squads outside of the house of Tishi.
Yeah.
Outside of the house of Tishi, which is my favorite.
Oh,
they
I
have
love
the most
episode 2, so I don't know.
They have the most talent to me. That house of Tishi has the most talent.
oh, they're amazing.
But they're also trained dancers.
First of
They
all,
are
can I
trained
say how
dancers.
hard it's gonna be to be able to pronounce all the damn names this season?
Okay.
Well, I don't remember half of them names.
Yeah, it's so many. But I remember House of Tishi because I remember the mother had
First
the
of all,
scars.
Nina O'Reilly.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's like the Joker and has a different story for the scars every time you meet her. Like that's the whole.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's not funny. Because we don't know.
But
how
no,
that
there
happened.
is, from what I've been seeing, she does have a story. She embraces it. She talks about her story, and she's not in a bad place about
Well,
it.
what's the story? Because I want to know.
Right. She
was
didn't say
attacked.
anything.
No, she was
never
attacked.
mentioned it. Yeah,
Oh.
she was.
I figured it was something
but
like
she's
that,
okay
'cause it
with
looked
and
like-
everything. Because she used to walk face.
Yeah, it did look
about
like a knife. It looked like a knife.
Yeah, it did look like somebody
Mhm.
cut her on both sides.
She talked about she used to walk face and
She was attacked.
so forth. But
Hmm.
the talent on that in that house alone
Mhm.
eats everybody.
And shout outs to Malik from the House of Milan. He goes to my church.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
really?
That's him. That's Malik. I'll
Well,
probably see him tomorrow.
The most disappointing was Chanel. Chanel, why did y'all come?
Chanel
Right.
Prodigy disappointed me.
Prodigy
I know
was
the
one
House
too.
of Prodigy.
Prodigy and Chanel were so awful. It didn't even make no sense.
Even
Prodigy
Icon, like
was
they have a lot of iconic houses on this season, but a lot of them are like, but Balenciaga,
bitch. Balenciaga?
honey.
You know
I knew
what?
he was gonna
Now,
kill it.
D, I know you've seen all 3 episodes. I think they overhyped Balenciaga in episode 1 for me,
Mm.
but in episode 3,
I haven't seen
they
episode
deserve
3 yet.
everything.
Yeah.
They
I
did that.
tried to watch all 3 episodes last night and I ran out of gas.
Listen,
I
when
got
you
to
watch
watch 2.
episode 3,
Without giving it away, episode 3, I love Balenciaga, Tishi, And is it the House of Mugler that Tati and Prince are in?
Yes. That's
I love Tati.
Yes.
Tati is short in person.
They underrated. They underrated Mugler.
I think she's short. Somebody introduced me to her. She's very short.
No, wait. What's the house with Shannon in it?
That is the house of
No, well, not them. Stasha. I'm sorry, Shannon is Balenciaga. What's the house with Stasha? Excuse me. They came out. Who?
Garcon, I think.
Yes, Garcon. They were good. Garcon, they were good.
The tall, dark skinned person. I met them in person too. I met it's a lot of them that are from New York.
Now, obviously, yeah. I know. I like So I'm partial to Mugler because of my house, because I sort of I love Tati, I love Alex, and I remember the father. He was on 1 or 2 episodes of my house, and so as soon as I saw Tati, I was like, because I follow her and she followed me back on Twitter because I was one of the only people reviewing my house when it came out, and so me and her talked. I mean, we ain't friends, but me and her, she was one of those people that. Would retweet.
Very nice in person.
She will respond to some stuff I said in the review. She would tweet me and be like, okay, well this, she would give me okay, well this is what was really happening, kind of stuff. And I love her.
A lot of the girls in ballroom are cutthroat and nasty, but she personally, she was very nice to me. I was shocked. She was very nice.
Her story, when you hear her, I mean, of course, her story is very similar to the stories we've heard, but she told her story on my house.
That I noticed about Miyake Mugler is, and I've said this for many years now since the merger, I never liked the merger of those two houses. I like Miyake just being Miyake, and I like Mugler just being Mugler. And because to me, when I remember back in my younger, those Miyake girls were nothing to be fucked with. The ones in the South, they were nothing to be fucked with. They came there and they would wreck shop. The Mugler girls they were real hard. They were always real butch for me. The ones that we used to see down south. Now I don't know how they were up in your area, up north in New York, D. But the Miyake girls, they were a little more femme, not all femme, but more than the Mugler girls would come there and stomp the club down and be ready to knock it. But I was like, oh girl. And so to me, this house more so emulates the Mugler side to me than they do the Miyake side to me. And I don't know.
I was definitely, like I said, so let me say this, because I did my review for the first episode, and like I said, I'm gonna get the rest of them out today. But I feel so I agree with you about the judges. I feel as though somebody asked me on my live yesterday, why was this person and why was that person? I can explain to you why. That doesn't mean I agree with why. I can explain to you why. Now, the reality is I would much rather, I'm with you. I like Deshaun as a host, but I definitely could see him as a judge. He would definitely be respected as a judge. I would love to have seen them maybe. And I know it's hard to do this when you're filming the show, but I would love to have, especially for people like myself who I love ballroom, but I've never been in ballroom. You know what I'm saying? But I love ballroom. Ever since I found out about ballroom, I loved it. Somebody I would love to see a rotating host so we can hear the different MCs at the end. Part of it is what it is, but at the end when they're doing the redemption battle, you can hear different, because I mean Deshaun definitely does the damn thing, but I would like to hear other MCs and other styles and cadences. You know what I'm saying? And let him be a judge, because I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
Because I feel like that chair where Megan is not ballroom. Megan does not come from ballroom. And Megan only knows ballroom from being friends with some people who've done ball, and those friends have come lately. So she could be a guest judge where she can come on and do like Nico Anand did.
Nico did good.
Nico was good. And I don't have a problem with her being a guest judge, and coming and offering it. But when you talk about that chair should be Deshaun's chair. next to
I would
Leon.
have loved them seeing. I would have loved to. I mean, I know she probably couldn't do it or didn't want to do it, but I would love to have seen Dominique Jackson be a permanent judge. I loved.
I would, yeah.
She was good last season because
I
she
I
comes
just
from
want
love
to see
She's
her
a
Baltimore
to
too.
hot
put
mess.
law in his place.
Yes,
That alone
She
is
can,
enough for me. That alone.
Go ahead, D.
So I really agree that they need to get rid of the judging. I actually don't mind Jamila and Megan this season. Jamila sounds like she did some research doing her judging.
And she
Right.
doesn't have a problem standing up to Law this season either. She doesn't defer.
No, she keeps telling him shut up. They need to get rid of Law. But I do agree, like every episode, maybe if y'all want to keep these star
Names.
judges or whatever, bring somebody like a Kelly Miserati. Bring somebody like a Dominique Jackson. Bring somebody like a Precious. Bring somebody like a Jack. Somebody that knows what they're talking about.
exactly.
Exactly.
My thing is this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because the problem is these other judges, they're not looking for the right things. They're not judging on things that if you were an actual judge of the actual ball, you would be looking for and judging on. And so what ends up happening is you may have people that have no business. I'll say like this. One group in the second episode that did, I'm not going to say they did really good, but they more so incorporated Vogue and they didn't get rewarded for that, is Icon. Icon to me, they did Vogue. They did stuff that if they were at a ball being judged, they hit all the marks. And because maybe they didn't have the look that some of these other houses had, or did not do some of the out there stuff that some of the other houses did, because some of the other houses, let's be clear, they just have deflections from the fact that some of these girls really can't vogue like that. And they're covering up for their parents that really can't vogue or dance either. But I appreciated that house because they have a group where everybody in the group is actually there. I ain't like that from last season where some of these parents be out here talking about, I'm in this group. Girl, you can't vote or do nothing. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Mother Erica couldn't do nothing but have face, and we gave her.
I love Mother Erica. Anyway,
I love her too, but I'm just saying, let's call a spade a spade. Mother Erica.
I get it. No,
you did not hear me say I like Mother Erica.
Ballroom is not just Vogue though, but they are concentrating more on the Vogue aspect.
Because I feel like it's the same way this season with Shannon. Shannon only serves face. That's the only
right.
Absolutely. And I don't like Shannon like that either. I don't like Shannon like that either. I think she's
beautiful. I think
I love Shannon.
I like Erica Dixon.
What I need is this. And I understand the show and the premise, but I was saying this last season. If the show is not going to give us, it gives you a pseudo glimpse in the ball, but you don't have people actually walking categories. You see what I'm saying? Like they may have an episode where they say this episode is, face or whatever, but you don't truly have people out there walking
serving face.
Right, serving face, because they don't have people on their teams that serve all of those functions and so forth. And so there's the Vogue becomes the one thing that they try to focus on a lot. Mm-hmm. And so if that's the focus, then that's the case, then I need
But they do. They do. They do. They get into the other categories. They do.
I'm not saying they don't get into the other categories, but they don't have true we walking film realness today, or we're
any show that takes any type of culture and brings it to mainstream, they're never authentic. Even Drag Race. Even Drag Race is not authentic drag.
Right. I think we said that last season that this is sort of like, boutique, ballroom. Like
they did the same. They did the same thing with America's Best Dance Crew. That is not how they do it in the streets. They are gutter. It's not. Yeah. It's nothing like it.
I will say that this season, they're not as cutthroat. Those girls aren't. I feel like they're not as talented as last. I like last season girls better than this season.
Really?
Mhm. Mhm.
I think they're better this season.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm
Some
gonna say
groups,
this.
some groups.
Some groups are very, very good.
You
It's
got
like
the
more
good
groups
groups
that are
that are
very
here,
like.
and then the rest of them, you like, girl,
Last
what is
season was
this?
just like 2 of them that were ecstatic. This year, it's a lot of them that are very, very good.
And I feel like, so I'm gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna say about the judges, because this is what I was thinking. When I'm looking at a show where there's judging to be had, I shouldn't get to a point where I only want to hear one judge's opinion. And that's how I am with Legendary. The rest of them judges is white noise to me. The only judge that I want to hear is Naomi's. That's it. That's the only opinion I care about. The rest of the people's opinion, I don't. I mean,
The rest of you can really just shut up.
because
And the
I feel
problem with
like
that
I feel
is,
like the rest of them don't know. They really don't know what the hell they talking about.
and the
Especially
problem
law.
with that really be is, you end up, and I think to a certain degree, some of the judges do defer to her, but you end up having just one true vantage point, whereas ballroom is different depending on where you are from. It's regional to a certain degree, so the expectations and what is accepted or what's good and what's not can differ depending on what region you're from, where you are. And so that's why I say you can have Laomi there, but go and get other iconic
No, I'm agreeing.
members,
Mhm.
you
But
know,
I
from
just wanted to
other
bring that
areas.
point up.
Maybe
That
a
as a
LA
viewer,
girl, a Chicago to girl.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Where you have all of those individuals calling
because
me.
that's just like with
Hey, Danny.
like La Roche. He's just decided he's going to be the Simon Cowell. He wants to be the villain. He likes being the villain.
He
He's
needs to stop.
relative, but it's not to me. It's because the difference with Simon Cowell is, yeah, he was rude and he was nasty and all of
But
that.
he
But
knew
Simon Cowell knew his shit, and he'd
he
been in
knew
the
what he was talking
and he had
about.
made, right, he had made stars. I mean, hell, he was responsible for the Spice Girls, for God's sake. So I think the
Oh, that
difference.
I did not know.
Oh yeah, Simon Cowell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I think that's the difference. Like, people look at Simon Cowell and we're like, okay, well, we know that you have been in the music industry. We know that this is what you've done. Whereas La Roche, I'm like, I'm listening to you, and maybe you've hung out in ballroom, and maybe you know a lot of ballroom
He used to
people,
go.
but you are not ballroom. And
He's not.
And the
I
same thing
thought he was just there for the fashion portion.
Well, I thought so, but
Right,
no.
and then he be judging, saying that they look horrible and all kinds of stuff. Well, you go and do it then, sir. You better 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then with Megan, I like Meg. Y'all know I like me some Meg Thee Stallion. But let's be clear: if you take twerking out of her dance routine, Meg can't perform. You can literally see her counting 1, 2, 3.
Don't do my Megs like that. My body yaddy
But
yaddy.
you're a dancer. Am I lying?
No, but I love my body yaddy yaddy girl. I love her.
I love her too. But what I'm saying is, you are up here
Smart
judging
ratchet.
people's performances, and I have seen you perform. And ma'am, anytime, listen, ma'am.
Hey, Danny. Listen.
And I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Meg, but like, remember when she performed Savage at the finale last year? I was like, girl.
Oh, she could have gone and just had the girls voguing. She could have
Right. She should have just stood in the back and let them dance, because ma'am.
And that's why I say that's always been my criticism, is the judge. I'm like, I need real judging. I need that. I need people who know how to critique and so forth.
That's fine.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I love the show, but you know,
it's very good. This first couple episodes.
Like I said,
and they dropped 3 episodes at one time. They know they better stop.
Listen,
Tishi is my favorite.
That late no more.
Tishi is my favorite, followed by I like what's the group? They don't talk about them a lot, but the one they went first on episode 1, Orsi or something like that.
Nina
Arichi, something like that.
I like them. I like them.
I didn't like them as much as the judges did. I didn't like them as that much.
Really, they were good to me.
I mean,
I'm not saying they were horrible, but the judges went up, and I was like, Oh,
Because they were first out the gate. That's why.
maybe.
I like I mean some of the classic houses. I have higher expectation. Like Balenciaga, you gonna have to bring it like you did episode 3 for me every episode. If you
They
don't,
probably
I'm
are.
gonna look at you like.
I'm about to say I feel like they are.
They are.
I haven't even
But
seen
you know,
them.
I think you
listen,
going into hard.
I still love me some honey. Honey is still my. I love.
Oh, honey
Yes,
Balenciaga,
honey.
that little mini
I
me.
live for honey. Honey
We
gives
love
me
her.
life. Okay, I still live for honey. Um,
I don't know, but I
me,
can ask.
I love watching
okay.
honey walk a category.
I like Miyake Mugler. Um, I'm trying to think who
I want to
else.
like Milan, but Milan's not giving me.
They're not. They're
They're not
not.
giving
Like,
me.
and what's so sad is some of these girls come from iconic houses that
It's a lot of
made
iconic
Vogue.
houses. Prodigy, Milan,
Like, you
Mugler.
talk about houses that made Vogue. Like when they reference Coco Chanel, do you know you could say Coco Chanel and not from Sea to Shining Sea, a bitch who knew who the fuck Coco Chanel was. From Sea to Shining Sea. Okay. You know, the House of Miyake, Milan, the face girls, Step Girl, and the fashion girls.
Hey,
I don't know.
Quintessential.
They're very disappointing. Quintessential, make sure you rest up today because they said the second vaccine, even though my second vaccine, I was good. It was the first one for me. The second one, I was good. hmm but I'm interested to see. I'm what I wanted them to do was I wanted them to show more of like the rehearsals, maybe because I wanted to see some of the people from the last year more, but they didn't give me a lot of that. Some of the looks, the first 2 episodes, I was like,
But you like that all the time. You don't put nothing on a high standard. You always like.
That's not true because I feel like I wanted to not like Balenciaga at the beginning of episode 3, but when those no before I saw the routine, but when those whores came out there and did what they did in episode 3, I was like, oh, y'all get it. Can't even hate on y'all. That shit was sickening. I don't like Shannon like that, but Shannon gave life abundance.
What did Shannon do to you?
I never cared.
No,
for
they'll
Shannon.
say they
I
don't
heard
like
some
people.
things.
I don't even know.
He
why
don't like
say
nobody. I don't understand that.
He doesn't.
like a lot of
He's La Roche. He's the La Roche of Treasure
Oh
Lane.
no! Don't give him that. Don't give him that.
Don't give him that.
Is it me, or does El Roche look like Tyler Perry? He could play the new Tyler
He
Perry.
does look like Tyler Perry.
He could play the new Tyler
Absolutely
Perry
does.
in that prequel with that
He
long.
looks like Tyler Perry living his truth.
Inches, 22 inches.
Wait a minute. He looks like Tyler Perry living his truth.
Go to hell. Go right to hell. Don't
I don't even have a fan. Ish.
Y'all are horrible people. So now y'all making me like I'm just some mean, horrible person that's always mean to.
Don't play the
everything.
victim.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Do not play victim.
This what we doing? It's me. Is this
No,
what
that's what is
you're
the
ganging up
truth.
on me with these people?
I'm not with these people. I observe and I see what I'm seeing.
So
Call
I don't
it
talk
fake.
good about nothing and nobody, right? I just said Teachy was my favorite group, that they were the most talented.
I love Teachy. And the
Did I
mother
not
seems
say
really
that?
humble, like really sweet.
Did I not start off by saying that?
Yeah, but then you was like, I don't like Shannon like that. But what did she do to you?
Do I have to have a reason not
Did
to
she
like
steal
people?
the money from you? Because when she said she stole $7 million,
Listen. Oh, I got
I
it
was
wrong.
thinking, Jesus, could I get some?
Look, in my
I
review, I
had
said
to rewind
17.
that. I was like,
Look,
is she?
I put 20 on 10. In my review, I said she stole 17 million. Oh well, they're gonna correct me, child. They go.
It's
I think it was
17.5.
7.
No, it was
7,
17. Okay,
million.
I'm about to say I thought I heard 17. Now I thought I had heard 17.
It's 17 or 7.
17.
It was 17 though. I heard the
That's still a
17.
lot.
Definitely 17.
That's still a lot.
$17.5 million.
Even if it was 7, you could give me half of that.
The sad thing is people steal money like that. The sad thing is, and like she said, I don't even remember what I spent the money on. I don't even have nothing to show for it. Like that's the sad part for me.
Because
she didn't have nothing to show for it because they would have took it from her because she stole it.
That's what I was about to say. That you did. They took all that.
Let me tell you about these femme queens in this season. Their faces, gorgeous. Mother Shannon, gorgeous. Simone, gorgeous.
Girl,
Tati, gorgeous.
That? The girl, what group was that? Is that girl? She is so beautiful.
Simone.
They did the 60s.
Simone, I think it was Simone.
Okay, so beautiful. I'm like, girl, y'all. They
I
are.
think it was Simone, gorgeous.
Even the thick girl in Miyake Mugler, she's kind of thick to me. You know, she ain't no little small girl. She thick.
Tati.
Tati. She had on the red. Remember, she had on all red.
Mm-hmm. I love Tati. Listen, I already told y'all I'm partial because I love Tati. I'm just going. It is what it is. I'm just being honest. I love me some Tati. Okay, I just love me some Tati.
Those are my three favorite houses. 4 if you count Garcon. Mugler, Balenciaga, and tissue.
Duh.
Huh?
Remember that's what they always do. They go Tishy, duh.
Oh yeah.
But they did a little chant. You know.
Yeah, they did. They even in the song that was
even
played,
this right. Even the said it when he
I didn't notice it. That's what I'm saying.
Even in the song, they kept saying it's Tishy, duh.
Right, even when Deshaun introduced him, he said it's Tishy, duh.
Tishy, duh.
He did. Okay. I guess I didn't get the memo. Duh.
Duh.
I ain't seen it yet, so I didn't get the memo either. Now, so I'll be looking out.
So,
but it was enjoyable.
So, do we want to chat about LA?
Oh Lord.
And who's gonna help D Hawkins because he need help?
Listen,
who gonna help that baby?
This week he was auditioning for Dina in Dreamgirls at first. Then he was auditioning for Nala, but dressed as Scar in The Lion King.
Nope. No, ma'am.
And do you know what? I don't understand when that Auntie, can you teach them how to do makeup? Because they don't know what they're doing. It's something called blending. Blending. And getting the right skin tone. Because that your face and your
Lord, I want to know. I mean, so listen. This was my issue. My issue with this episode was the editing.
Mm-hmm.
In that scene at the studio, and I've said this in my review, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, why is it so dark in here? I said this at the studio. I mean, on my review. But listen, when they went to the studio, the first scene they showed was all of them on the couch, yapping while he's in the booth. Now, rightfully so, he came out the booth and was like, "I'm sorry, excuse me, but like y'all know what this gives. Can y'all please keep it down in here?" King Payne was clearly sitting on that fucking couch. Then we go to a scene with them in the hallway, and he says, "I ain't seen King Payne in weeks." Then King Payne comes in with his, invitations to the party, and they have this whole, well, we got beef situation because you didn't even want to invite me to the studio. And then D. Hawkins proceeds to break the fourth wall and say, well, I only invited certain people because I hadn't filmed with them yet and I needed scenes with them. What? That whole scene was fucked up. The editing, it was out of sequence. And then it'd be different if after they did that scene, everybody went back in the studio. Didn't I say, oh, well, they just put it out of order. Cool. No. He left, allegedly. He left. So at what point, like, it was the editing for me.
Listen, I just want to know how loud do you have to be that you're in a soundproof booth and people can hear you inside the soundproof.
Right.
Like how loud are what the hell are you doing? Because the engineer is talking into a microphone, which is plugged into the headset that you have on inside the recording booth.
I don't think it was so much. I think
it's soundproof. So what the fuck are you even talking about, sir?
But I don't think it's so much that. I think it's that because I remember an episode of Braxton Family Values. I know that's, where Tony was in the booth and the girls were in the, and they were, I think it's just distracting when you're in there and you're trying to focus and you see people laughing, joking, and it's a lot going on. But my thing is, ain't nobody tell you to invite 50 people to the damn studio. Like, what? Why would they even think? Like, what?
Why is she here? Why?
That was my biggest issue with the episode. I just feel like the editing was just fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it because I guess I didn't care. I was like, once they showed
this shit is stupid.
Oh Lord,
this shit is stupid.
Man down.
The fucking shit is stupid. Why the fuck, if you are going to the studio for the first time, are you inviting people who you never met? And the first time you met them, they were loud and carrying on and cussing and all of that stuff the first time. That's first of all. Why are you having production force you to bring people to things when they're not paying you anything? They're not paying for the studio session. They're not paying you a dime to be on this show, but you over here complaining. Matter of fact, production is using your house for their confessionals. Because he gets credits. I looked at the credits in the goddamn closing credit, and it says confessionals D. Hawkins.
Well, you
and
see
if you look in the confessionals, you always see DH because they're in the middle of his house. What the fuck? And no, that was not the most maddening situation. Oh no. The most maddening situation was Andre on that goddamn hill that I wanted them to throw him the fuck off of. That
made no sense. It made absolutely no sense.
Was the most maddening and the most disrespectful to my brain cells situation. I just do not understand. I do not under the fuck stand. No one with ears thought that she was talking about you. She even clarified to you, sir, that she was not talking about you when she talked about cocaine allegations and so forth. We are way beyond talking about cocaine allegations and so forth. And your stupid stinking ass came out there wanting to have a moment. Nobody wants to see you, sir. Nobody wants to hear you, sir. Nobody wants any parts of you anymore. I don't care about the great things that you're doing on this show because everything that you do outside of when we see you in your industry is such fuck shit and fuckery that I want no parts of you.
Speaking of cocaine.
I know where you're going.
Oh, bitch. First of all, I would just like to say, Andre, that tirade that you had at the top of the mountain was giving very much hit dog hollering to me. Because why would you put it on if it didn't apply to you? That's my question. Why would you put
Johnny Cochran said.
And it had already been emphasized that it had nothing to do with you. So why are we addressing this yet again?
And I'm going to need them to stop trying to compete for who's the head person in charge, because none of you guys are in charge of the girls. Not one.
Y'all ain't even in charge of your own fucking lives.
Much
less the girls.
You're not even in charge of each other.
Listen, give Hershey his spinoff, please. Give Hershey his spinoff.
No, they're not going to do that. I just want him to take over for Imani. At this point,
I think Amani needs to step away because I feel
he's
like
more
at this point it's
level-headed.
personal.
I thought this
He's more
assessment was
level-headed
better.
than Imani.
It was
I
better,
would
but I
much
just feel like
rather
it's
look at his
personal.
drag than Imani's drag.
I like that little curly afro wig she had this week. I like that little wig.
I
It was
saw that
nice.
on TikTok months ago. Just listen.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's new. I'm just saying I like the look.
Can
Yeah,
we get
I don't
Hershey
know.
to take over that segment?
But okay. And Abby, you said it in your review, and I agreed. I didn't necessarily articulate it in my review. I'm glad you said it though. So I was here for, first of all, Alicia, bitch, you look so good. We agreed on that too.
Alicia looked amazing.
She looked good, bitch. Look. But I was here for her story. I actually remember that story in the news here in DC, here locally. I remember that story in the news, and I didn't make the connection. So
My question
but
is,
my
what
problem
the fuck
was,
did
why did
that
Jayla
girl's story have to
feel
do
the
with
need?
what Alicia was
That's
saying?
the point I was trying to make.
What
Two
the
Why did
hell?
Jayla, yours? It sounds to me like you was at a pool party running your mouth, and them girls was like, "We gonna fuck you up," and you was like, "Do it." And they did.
And they
Possibly.
fucked
That's
you
what it
up.
sounds like happened to me.
Girl.
And I was listening to somebody's review that shall remain nameless for now. Sir, and I put this in your comments. The whole thing with not Jay, what's the other one name again? Alicia, right? Why is it women in general, when they say that they have been attacked or raped or whatever, some idiot has to say, "Oh, they don't believe it." Are you serious? What is wrong with you? I will tell y'all later.
Put it in the private chat because I need
I gotta check their YouTube again to get the
Wait,
whole
somebody
thing.
said they didn't believe who?
And they did. They didn't believe Alicia when she said that, and I said
she came right out with the articles.
It was
right.
They showed the news story where she.
But why is it that when a black woman says that she's been attacked or unrightfully whatever, some I can't say jackass now. Jack, wanna talk shit.
I'll say it for you, some jackass,
some
dick fuck, some ass clown.
Oh, ass clown.
Continue more ahead.
I mean,
I look at my history. They said, "Oh, I don't believe what you said."
See this being
they said, "I can't believe you said they didn't believe her. Like, why would she lie?" And furthermore, you saw the newspaper articles.
Right.
They played the story that played on the news.
On the whole news.
Maybe they were saying they didn't believe Jayla. Because Jayla had no.
I don't think it was Jayla. I really think it was Alicia because I was like, I won't really believe Jayla.
And
no
even,
shade.
And even in this situation, Jayla might be lying about the circumstances, but I believe she got her ass beat. She said the video's viral. She said the video's is out there. So I believe she got her ass beat. Now I don't know.
Jayla, you do not look 23.
She tried to make it seem like she was because
she don't look like nobody's 23. Plus what?
Listen.
Girl, you look older than me.
She done had a hard life.
And I'm almost 40.
We gonna get cussed out for this one.
Do you not know almost 40?
Yeah, I'm 35.
That is not almost 40, sir. What are you
Technically, that is almost 40.
It is not.
You got a while to go.
Good. I want to be 16 all the days of my life.
Turned 35 2 weeks ago. You literally have a whole 5 years to go.
She said 2 weeks. You 2 weeks. You 2 weeks into the 35.
You just right. You ain't even got your feet wet into 35.
What are you even doing?
It's technically almost 40. I mean, if we're rounding, it is 40.
But I still got Megan Thee Stallion knees though.
Oh, I don't. I got Miss Ethel knees. I got in the bed.
That makes sense. The person
I got in the bed the other night, and I went to swing my leg over, and my knee said, "Bitch, what the fuck?" I wasn't trying to bend my knee.
That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. The person who you said it was, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Child.
That makes sense.
Oh, don't nobody pay that fool no money. Roger, go home, Roger. No,
Oh Lord.
if Roger go home is a person, that's who that is.
Right.
I didn't know them. It comes in like your recommendations.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
But it's
in
like
the
sometimes
algorithm.
my recommendations will give me people, and then all you hear is boom, 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 mother coming out, and the same person I just saw, they over there reading them for filth. I said, so why they recommend this to me? I don't know.
Wow.
So
Couple other quick hits before we get off. Everybody, we are looking forward to Every Man Needs a Woman.
Oh, I'm definitely listening
tonight.
Oh yeah, the verses tomorrow. Is it tonight or
Verses.
tomorrow?
Wait, when is
tonight?
Who's the verses?
It's tonight.
What verses?
Yes, SWV versus
SWV versus Escape.
Escape is tonight.
Damn, I did not know that.
I would love to listen to it. But
I knew it was Mother's Day weekend, but I guess
got music that I haven't listened to that I have to know my part for.
I want to say to Ebby and all of the mothers in the chat, Happy Mother's Day. Especially to all of my beautiful Black women. You all birthed our entire species. And so to every Black woman out there, I thank you for bringing life to our entire species.
Oh, it is
tonight.
tonight.
And for bearing the burdens of an entire race of people. Black mothers, Black women. We love you. We appreciate you. We celebrate all of you all on Mother's Day.
Y'all want to see one of my Mother's Day gifts?
I definitely want to say
not
that.
the Michael Kors. Oh,
she got me a crossbody bag for our trip.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jelly.
I'm gonna get my mom a gift today.
You will get your mama
a
gift today.
Oh, I thought you said a whip. I was like, what's your mama over there?
Oh no, please! If my mother want a whip, don't let me know, please.
Let
that be your secret.
What in the world?
Right, don't.
But definitely, all my women in the chat. Can all my mothers in the chat put a 27 in the chat so I can say a happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you all. If you're a mother in the chat, please put a 27. All of the house mothers out there, pseudo mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you all.
Because technically, it was explained to me that technically, this is what Mother explained to me. Because I am his daughter.
Happy Mother's Day, Tanya.
Ebby is my daughter in the House of Treasure. But I told him no, because Ebby been in the House of Treasure since before. But then It's Me D, Dishing with Daz, and Foy are technically Ebby's churn.
No, they come from out of me. Let's be clear. I am Mother Dear.
Okay. All right.
They come from out of the house of debauchery. I am
He always claiming
superior.
somebody.
I'm done.
You're Mother Debauchery? Is that what you are?
Okay, Electra. Oh, he would be like Electra.
He would be.
Yes. I would be. I'm Electra all day.
People going into museums and stuff and stealing the stuff off of the damn mannequins.
Y'all have met at least one of my children, okay? And,
your child is hilarious. I love him.
And they will tell you, "Oh, I'm a lecture all day. I'm not nice. I'm not nurturing. Nope."
But I love Electra this season. Electra this season is yeah.
So
still the same bullshit, but she's nicer.
I would be using my.
But definitely, make sure y'all kiss your mother. Send them a cash app. They don't want all that pretty stuff. They want a good cash app. I know my mama. She be like, "I ain't heard my."
Yeah, my mom want money.
My mama would be like,
"Well, I mean, okay, we know what your mama want. We know what your mama want. We know what
be like. Listen, where's my cash app? Oh, okay. You said okay. Well,
I don't know what's going on. I said I was gonna go out here and
Happy Mother's Day, Tanya.
But I haven't found. I don't know what to get my mom. Like I have no clue what to get. Nate, what you get Grandma for Mother's Day? What do you mean you don't know?
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
I didn't, but y'all know with Niecy, I have to be very specific with my questions. You know how she is. So I wasn't
We
sure.
gonna have a whole going away party for Niecy before she leave.
Huh?
Are we gonna have a going away party for Niecy before she leave?
Niecy literally just told me she's leaving tomorrow, so I would love to
Oh,
have
you should
done
have told
something
us.
for her.
Because
But
I
she,
was gonna say
she
you
never
could
told
do
me
it
when
on
she
your
was
backup
leaving.
channel and play music.
She never told me when she was leaving. She said she was leaving at the end of the month. So. Niecy, you gonna be here tonight? You wanna have a party tonight on a going away party? Are you gonna buy me dinner?
Listen.
Drag races tonight. Low-key excited.
Listen, I gotta finish them 2 episodes of Legendary.
Oh, you did the first one?
I only did the first one. Only did a review for the first one because I do
you
it
behind.
like, in real
I
time.
stayed
I do
up
mine
last
in real
night to
time.
watch it.
Like as I'm watching it, then I talk about it.
I went to sleep late Thursday. I went to sleep like 1 o'clock in the morning, watching them 3 episodes back to back to back.
I watched them back to back to back last night, and I went to sleep late last night. Let me get up off here before I be late for work.
That's why I did my face. I took the opportunity. You're chatting to do my face, so that when we're done here, I can do the other 2. I can put some hair on and do the other 2 episodes. And so, and I have a face on.
I'm not gonna review it. I'm just gonna watch it. Because the way my life is set up, reviews just.
Listen, Legendary was one of my.
I'm saving
to this day one of my most highest viewed videos.
I'm saving my reviewing time for shows that I know. I'm like David Makes Man. You know that's going to take us. David Makes Man is like Lovecraft Country, where it takes like it's a whole day process for me, where it just takes so much out of me, and so yeah, looking forward to that.
She's leaving me, y'all. I think I might actually shed a tear when she leaves tomorrow.
It's so hard.
Is she going away for good?
I feel like it. She's literally going. She's going like 2 hours away.
She's going back to Philly.
Yeah, she's going back to Philly. She got sick of me. She said, "The hell."
Well, we wish you well in all of your endeavors, even though you're an AKA. We wish you well.
Niecy, you hear him saying he's saying his goodbyes.
We wish you well in all of. I see you got on that crimson over there. I see you. You just need some cream on with it. Oh, it looks red.
Yeah, it looks red.
It does look red from here. But it's fine. It's okay. Niecy, we gonna miss you.
She said,
yeah, we're gonna miss you.
Doubts of entitlement.
She was like, I said what I said.
Listen, don't do. I already had to drag one of your sorors earlier in this live.
Why are you dragging people early in the
That is all. No, it was early in the morning, and that's all he knows how to do. And then he wonder why people say. He wonder why people say me.
Happy Mother's Day, Lastasia.
It's the
Happy
weekend.
Mother's Day, Lastasia.
Niecy said it's the weekend.
I had to drag Kamala Harris because she was on some fuckery.
She did say there's no racism. She said,
no, I tweeted her about that.
You tweeted her about it. She was like, there's no racism. And I was like, ma'am.
I tweeted her.
Like,
Joe Biden.
And Joe Biden too? That's right. Give it to him. Let him know.
So, but yes, we definitely will miss seeing you from time to time, even though when I came there and was standing in the room where you are, you would not come down the stairs to say hi to me.
Nobody, she didn't know you were here.
So you framed it in a way that it didn't happen that way. I didn't know you were here.
I'm loud, and I know you heard me in my life.
No.
And you didn't.
Let's be clear.
To see me while you were
Let's
here.
be clear. A nuclear bomb could go off, and Niecy would roll over. I just need you to understand. Like I really need you. Like there are literally
that was after she thought she had COVID.
There are literally times when I'm live and I'm sitting here having a whole live, and she is over there on that couch sleep, and she don't move. I need you to know. She's been like that since she was a child. She don't move she don't play with her sleep. She will
Hey,
sleep. I
Jason.
feel like she even a
Look
borderline.
at Jason
a little
falling out the bushes. You know what, Jason?
Well, you could just follow.
Falling out the bushes, talking about some y'all voted for her.
I think you a little borderline narcoleptic.
Jason, I did say when we voted for her that I would be harder on them
I
than I
did vote
was
for her,
on
and I would
Cheeto
make that
Man because
same
I
decision.
voted for them.
If given the choice between her and Donald Trump, I will make the same decision every day.
Right.
We will take her misspeaking on a subject over Cheeto Satan.
I will take her. I would take her, Miss Piggy, and Kermit the Frog in her cabinet. If it's a choice between them and fucking Donald Trump, I sure will.
I don't think she
Before
believes
we
what she
leave,
said.
I just want to remind you that on this live today, we learned that niggas can be gay too. If you did not know, niggas can be gay too.
Listen, let that boy listen. Let him get his point.
so
I'm not
much.
even mad at you. Listen, get your money, person.
Eves is his name. Eves.
I'm gonna
Niggas
forget
can be
that.
gay too if you did not know. Just so you know.
How did that even come up in your timeline?
No, it
That's
was on
on Instagram.
Facebook, and then it was in Twitter, and then it was on IG. And I was like, "What the world?" I got some ignorant people on my Facebook, Instagram, not on my L1027 Instagram, on my personal Instagram. I got some real ignorant people over there. Those are people who I know personally and show.
I don't feel like she's anti-black. I mean, what has she done to make you feel like she's anti-black, Jason?
I don't think she's anti-black. I just think
I don't
she's
think she's
anti-smart.
either. I mean, I don't mean no harm, and I know this is going to sound cliche. I know this is going to come out sounding like I have black friends. I can't be racist, but the woman went to a HBCU when she could have clearly went to any other, predominantly white
No, I'm not
university.
gonna. Nope. Really,
And-
I know a lot of people with the HBCUs that are just as
Can you let me
anti-black
finish
as the
my
rest of them.
sentence?
So,
Can you let me finish my
you
sentence?
started off the wrong way.
I didn't start off the wrong way. I said I know this is going to. Did I not say I know this is going to come off sounding like I can't be racist because I have white friends? I get that, but what I'm saying is I don't have to look her record up. I'm very familiar with her record. I'm very familiar. Because it's the same stuff people said during the campaign when she was running. Like, I'm very familiar with her record.
But you can't you can't start off by saying, well, she went to an HBCU.
Well, since you didn't let me finish my damn
she
point,
can still be very
you
anti-black.
did not
I'm
let
not
me
calling
finish my
her.
statement, so you don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say.
Well, you didn't. You had the chance to finish your statement, and then you decided to go down another road.
Because you cut me off.
Penalty.
You responded to him saying he look up her record. I didn't cut you off. You cut yourself off.
You cut me off.
Look up her record.
You cut me off. You clearly cut me off. You
We
clearly
had
cut
this
me
whole
off.
thread a whole long time ago, about 2 hours ago.
I'm sorry.
Y'all could have said all this venom and used it to help that D. Hawkins uplift his confessional looks. That's what
I don't want him to fix
But
it.
listen, D. Hawkins, I need you.
No, I don't want him to fix it because I need to be
He
able to
looks
have
like
thumbnails
one of
if
the
I'm
old
gonna continue.
mothers from the mother's board.
Listen, I had two images in my thumbnail this week. Not one.
He looks like.
Wait a minute, hold up.
walking.
Pause. Wait a minute, hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna be done with this. I'm just Nappy Child. Are you telling me that Jason voted for Biden? So this whole conversation
she's
is
saying that she voted for Biden.
And
Really, get up off it.
Anyway.
Jason Cole. No, listen, read what it says. It says Jason Cole voted for Biden.
Then it has eyeballs. You're missing the eyeballs. You're missing the eyeballs.
You're missing the eyeballs.
Okay, that's what that means. She's looking at him. I didn't know what that meant.
So
because he said y'all voted for her. No. He said y'all voted for her. Nappy Child responded and said, Jason Cole, she's responded to Jason Cole by mentioning and said, hey, Jason Cole, I voted for Biden. She was part of the ticket.
Okay, well, that's what I'm getting clarification on. That's why I asked. I was asking a question.
You came out here ready.
No, I said, hold on.
Hey, Sam A.
Is this saying Jason Cole voted for Biden? That's what I'm saying. You voted down ballot. What does that mean? You voted down ballot. So you voted for the Democratic Party?
You voted for the
and you voted for her too.
boy who was in office?
does he mean he
I'm
voted down
confused.
ballot, meaning he did not vote for? He voted on. I don't know. We're not going back down this road with
Okay, I was just
Kamala
trying to
Harris
understand. Listen, I was just all
because
right.
I
I'm
would have to
sorry.
drag
Right.
I'm
this.
done.
We
I'm done.
have more pressing concerns now.
Yeah.
Don't make me have to
Lee
drag Kamala
Hawkins had
Harris
2
again.
costume changes and didn't
Right.
put on any makeup and thought that
But
was
if I go
okay.
back down
No,
the
With
he had
Kamala
on
that
Harris
makeup. It was just
road,
bad.
textured,
then I have to go
He
back
had on
and talk
makeup.
about the
let me help
fact that
you.
there's somebody descended from the
That
Caucasus
he
Mountain,
didn't have enough.
always laid up on top of
He
her
did not
every
have
day,
enough.
doing
I
all
agree.
kinds of unsightly things to her.
No, I agree. The makeup was bad, but that's what I'm saying. Because
It was horrible.
you could see he had on powder because it was bad. It was just bad.
First of all,
I'm-
how is his makeup that bad when just the episode before he had
Had
a whole
somebody
ass
do your
makeup
makeup
artist
for you.
beating his face? Where did that child go? Why didn't she come back
Right.
here to help him?
Right. He should have had
Oh,
that young
so
lady
you
help
didn't even
him
vote for
instead of
president?
looking
Okay,
like
so I don't
he's
even.
walking Butch Cream realness for the first time. He looked like he was
Listen,
walking
that
Butch Cream
texture-
realness.
That textured hair wig he had,
Category is
like
Butch
it
Cream
was
realness.
a bad Dominican blowout that he had got caught in like a mist and then his hair poofed up. Like it was no, daughter.
He was giving me Butch Cream first times in drags. I'm sorry.
It was not this.
It's horrible.
And he's not a
Not
butch
at all.
queen.
It was
That's the
real
sad
hard. It was really bad. Like it
He
was.
not, but
That
that's what
makeup
it
was.
looked like.
That makeup was.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the sad part. It's really that's the sad part. He's not a butch queen, but he looked like he was trying to do
I
butch
hate
queen
both
and drag
of
queen.
y'all.
That's how we done. He did.
That's
But I
the
did
sad
like
part.
his Erica Badu looking outfit. With
And then, I don't know what he was going for with the little what do they call it? Buntu nuts or whatever.
listen, I didn't like that either.
I don't know what
Bad
he was going.
lady, you gon' hurt your back.
He did look good in that tiger print with the
I ain't like
scarf
that
and
either.
the
I like nothing about what he had going on this week.
I
Nothing.
think they try to be so
And the fact that hey, what's up, Scooter Boo? With the why they got that do rag on that baby?
He's screaming hey at y'all. Hey, dude.
Hey.
Say hey.
Scooter Boo,
Hey, Scooter Boo.
Oh. he gave you a kiss.
Scooter Boo. Listen, every review that I have looked at, even people who were trying to be nice have dragged the hell out of that look. And
I didn't drag him in my
even
review.
Jabbar 84, who was trying to be nice, like he was trying to be as diplomatic as he could be.
I did not
Even
drag
he-
him in my review. Let's be clear. I put him in the thumbnail, but I did not drag him. Not for his fashions. I just put him in the
That
thumbnail.
outfit was horrible.
I just put him in the thumbnail. I didn't drag him.
And here's the thing with our people, they try to be eccentric,
Hey,
but does not
Amber,
come off.
congratulations on your graduation. Was that yesterday or today?
Amber,
Hey, Amber, congratulations.
Hey, Amber.
congratulations. I think we try to be so out there, but it doesn't come off as authentic.
Who?
The Rainbow Coalition.
Didn't I tell
the
you
alphabet
about that?
one?
Because I have nothing really to talk about. I was gonna be on here 3 hours. Let me get my butt out of here. Like I ain't got to go my butt to work. Y'all put some shondos in the chat before we get out of here. Thank you all for being vocal, president, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you all for each and everything that you do for the channel. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there.
Those that know the words of prayer, stretch them out, and hopefully this dress will fit when I put it on. Amen.
It looks
Shout
beautiful
out to
though.
everybody that came
It's for
on.
church
Thank you
tomorrow.
all
We
for
had to
being
wear
a
pink,
part
so
of
I
the
bought something and it arrived.
conversation.
It's
And
nice.
thank you all in the chat for being a part of the
I just got
conversation.
something in the mail too.
Yeah. Every man needs a woman.
Is Tiny gonna be there? Is Tiny gonna
Yes.
be?
Tiny
Yes,
is gonna be there. And I'm here.
Tiny
Listen.
from the fans.
He's out here
You're
living
gonna
her
have
best
to
life.
Zoom.
Okay?
I am here for the comment section alone
Ah.
on Instagram.
Ooh,
Do you
They're
that's
hear
gonna
gonna
me?
be
roast her.
something.
They're going to
The
roast her.
comment section alone on Instagram is why you have to watch it on Instagram. Because it ain't gonna do that on Triller and all of the other. No, you gotta watch it on Instagram where you can see people dragging her I'm here for it. Anyway, hey Tracy. Um, thank you all for being here. That's all I got for y'all until next week. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.
Bye.
Y'all.